What's going on, everyone? I hope you guys are all having a good evening, kind of a wild day in the market. So I thought I'd just kind of jump on here. I was thinking about doing a live, but yeah, I didn't do it. Anyways, I'm just kind of bringing you guys along on my charting right now. All I'm going to basically do in this video is just kind of chart out the NASDAQ futures as well as the S&Ps. So /NQ and /ES, kind of just, broad market overview. Predominantly, I'm going to trade a lot of mega cap stocks. So, uh, for me, /NQ definitely is going to be where I'm going to be focusing a lot of my attention on. So I have the hourly time frame pulled up. We've got these recent highs here going all the way back 2 weeks now, 15,262. So what I'm going to do is draw this supply level here. We did come into this area, got rejected multiple times, ended up selling off. You can see here we touched 1, 2, 3 times. Price action touching right around this 14.44, 14.456. So this is going to be our lower demand zone down in here. What I really want to look at is potentially where we stop today, right? I mean, we know we had CPI data, and then we had the Fed guy, Bullard, right? Bullard came on and said something about, no, we're not going to do 0.25 increases on the interest rates. We're going to maybe do 0.5 or we'll get to 1% or something like that by July. So it kind of like, as soon as he said that, it's like literally, like, I mean, if you look how silly this is, right? So we were pushing up intraday. We're getting right to this 20-day moving average here, 1 hour time frame. It's also going to correlate with the 200-day moving average on the triple Qs, as well as the futures. And we're like right there, right? We've tested it multiple times. We had issues in the past where we kind of, broke over and then fell below. And it was like literally as we're getting ready to confirm this area of supply, that headline gets released. He's on there, just, wouldn't shut the, just wouldn't shut the hell up, right? So within, it's just massive destruction, like massive freaking sell off here. And, futures right now down 158 points, already 1%. It's not what we want to see. It's just not. If you're a bull, you don't want to see this. We're right there on the verge. So what I'm kind of looking at here is like, why did we stop where we stopped today? Where are we potentially heading, right? If you kind of look at this lower wick here going back to Tuesday session, okay, if I draw my line, look at where we could be heading, guys. 14,468, right? We look at this, a little bit of resistance here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 12 candles here, 10, 12 hours of resistance here before we finally broke through. If I, without even looking at this side of the screen, right? Let me just drag my cursor here. I'm going to put a trend line here. Let's see where this correlates. Wow, right here, right? I mean, it's like, come on. It's like, if you guys are not using technical analysis, you really got to start. Like, supply and demand, is huge. You don't even have to use all of the moving averages and all the indicators. I mean, I do. I mean, I like to have more data. I like to have more information. But I mean, if you're a fairly relatively newer trader, you can just use, supply and demand from previous price action and kind of see where we're going to stop. So right now in the after hour session, we are breaking down. We are breaking down this level. It looks like we're probably going to get a washout into 14,300 tomorrow, right? Somewhere in that vicinity. We're going to get a washout into the 14.3. I think we could see a little bit of a bounce. What I'm super bearish for tomorrow. Like, and I'm not a bull or a bear. I don't have long-term investments. I'm just a day trader. So I'll trade volatility up, down, sideways. It doesn't matter. Whatever's going to pay the bills for the day. But if we kind of just look at, where potentially we are, I mean, you can't, it's kind of hard to be bullish. We had our opportunity to break out here, and this freaking guy, man, has to come on and say all this nonsense. This was the level. This was the level to break out today, to push up into 15,262, put in that new high. And then this was the trade that we wanted to be involved in. We wanted to be involved in this. If it did pull back, we wanted to see this area hold. We wanted to see it bounce back off. It's clear. We're coming back down 14.36. I do think that, the market will probably wash out in the overnight session. And then I think we do get, this rally tomorrow, something like this. Maybe not that much. Might see some consolidation, and then we'll see like a slow fade towards the end of the day. What we don't want to see though, what we don't want to see is a washout, a quick bounce, consolidate, and then a hard drop. If we see a hard drop, then we can definitely be coming back to these lows here. If I go to the daily chart and we kind of look at the lows, you know, we could essentially be coming, if we lose this 14,363, we could be coming all the way back down here into this 13.8, 13.9 range. You know, this is not what we want to see, because if we do just kind of, you know, play devil's advocate here, okay, so if this is our first leg down, then this is our bounce. If this is our second leg down, this is our bounce. This is our consolidation right here. We're putting in a lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. If we do put in a third leg down, then that would essentially flush and wash this area out, and we would wash down here. You know, that's not what you want to see. That's definitely not what you want to see um, if you're a bull, right? So why I'm trying to figure something out here. Sorry. Um, trying to figure out why this looks like, why my drawing tool looks faded, right? Why does it look like that? Anyways, so these are the kind of levels that I'm looking at mainly for tomorrow's session. Going to be focusing on this hour time frame here. So like I said, if we do get our washout, right? If we get some sort of washout in here, I would look for a bounce into the 14.5 territory, see if we can break through and then kind of back test and hold. Or do we get our washout, get our bounce, consolidate, and then start to work lower? If we do, this is your short opportunity here for a scalp into the 14,363. Obviously, if you're going to trade the Qs, pick a stock. You know, some of the stocks that had big runs, nvda, Tesla, I could see breaking down. Amazon, you want to watch those type of stocks. Apple really hasn't been doing anything all week, so definitely watch that. Let's just quickly look at the spies here. Chart's going to kind of look the same. You can see essentially we have this double top up here. Oops, excuse me. We have this double top up here. Same thing, right? We tested it once, we broke down. Here we come again, looking like we're ready to break out. And then literally that Bullard guy, you know, starts coming on talking all kinds of nonsense. And then we just have this hard crash down here. So the first area that I'm looking at here is exactly where we're at right now in the after hours session. And this level, this level is going to be 44.56. I want to see, you know, are we going to hold this in the after hour session? If we do lose it, next level that I'm looking at here is 44.36. I will be expecting a little bit of a bounce here at 44.36. Like I said, very, very bearish going into tomorrow. I'm not really looking to, you know, mess around and play the bounce unless the bounce is significant, unless we wash out and we start to hold this in the pre-market and then we bounce aggressively back over 44.56, then I'll think about getting long here. Again, 45 would be the next area of resistance. But if we start to stall in this area, we start to stall in this zone and we start to chop around here, and then we look weak and we do come back down through 44.56, I will take a short position into 44.38 for a quick scalp. And anything under 44.38 is bad news. That's not what we want to see. Definitely not what we want to see. So those are the kind of levels I'm watching. Thank you guys for watching the video with me. Kind of just go over just very basic supply and demand. I'm also thinking about going live in the mornings, kind of doing like a pre-market live, going over some stocks, going over the futures, giving my thoughts on that. If that would be interesting to you guys and you guys would watch, let me know in the comment section if you guys would be interested in that. And until next time, I'll see you guys all in the next trading video.